You guys have been asking for the ultimate ArchiCAD template for years, and for years I've been putting it off. So enough's enough. It's time to create the ultimate ArchiCAD template with you guys along for the entire ride. For the past few months, I've been working to create the start of what will soon become the ultimate template. So let me show you how far I've come. Welcome to the very first glimpse of the ultimate ArchiCAD template. As you can see, things look a little bit different from most ArchiCAD templates, but also very, very familiar. The UI has been completely set up to my custom work environment. So every tutorial I do here on YouTube is going to look consistently the same. All of my most common toolbars used throughout documentation are up the top, and everything on the left has been set up exactly the way I like it. So for instance, if we go Command 7, we'll see that we have a number of Storey Settings pre-set up. We have our footings at -172 for the thickening of the slabs. We have our ground floor at 3 meters and 45, so 3-meter ceilings plus plate. I've allowed 500 millimeters for my services and structure, so 200 mil for structure, 300 mil for services. If we need to, we can bump that up to 600. In reality, I'd probably like to bump that up to 600 just because of the way the industry is going and the amount of insulation that's required underneath concrete slabs. So if potentially we had a 257 millimeter concrete slab, we'd have 300 or 250 mil of insulation. It gives us enough clear room to still run some pipes and services. Above that, again, 345, and then 300 for our ceiling or our truss upstand. Now, I've allowed 300 for my truss roof because generally I use small pitched trusses. Anything potentially in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 degree range, I like to have a 300 millimeter upstand so the truss manufacturer can successfully create the trusses. I definitely don't need any of those line markers activated on my elevations, so I'll deselect them and press OK. What I've also done on this template is create all of my layer combinations and start setting them up to the view map. So you'll see I've done a commercial numbering system here. It's a 000 digit prefix to all of the titles, which allows me to slot in additional information if I need. So for example, site plan 010, I can also add a site plan demolition. If I need to do a site plan specifically for landscaping, specifically for the pool or anything like that, I could create a 012 site plan, whatever I needed, and it wouldn't disrupt the overall flow of my entire layout combination. And then I've also gone ahead and restructured every single layer that ArchiCAD offers. In ArchiCAD 28, we can now start grouping these into folders if we want to, rather than having them as one. I don't see much value in it. I don't have too many crazy folders, so I'm happy to leave it as one for the time being. As I evolve, as the template evolves, maybe we'll drop it into some folders. But as you can see, we have all of our 2D representation in different layers. We have our generic items like ceilings, columns and posts, our dimensions, our hotlink master, of course, all of our IFC files, including an architectural file. I find that a lot of templates are missing an IFC architectural hotlink master layer. So this was of critical importance that I added it to this template here today. I have all of my markers for changes, details, grids, internal elevations, sections and elevations so they can be clearly and quickly found, as well as everything broken up into MEP and plumbing. I've tried to break it down into as many feasible layers as possible, but at the same time stripping out all the layers I don't need. So for example, I could have very easily placed my site landscaping into my site future ground level, but a lot of the landscaping layers like the trees and the 2D textures are quite heavy on the ArchiCAD model. And most of the time, if I'm exporting from ArchiCAD into Enscape or into Twinmotion, I don't want to carry those landscaping items across. I want to use high quality 3D trees so I can turn that layer off and be able to export it properly. I've gone through and tested these layers quite frequently for these videos, so I'm relatively comfortable it is going to stay in this general format. However, I will continue to tweak it as time goes on. On the right hand side in our view map navigator, I've also set up all of the main pages I'm going to use. Now, I've left a couple of additional folders that I haven't got to yet, so Exchange, Coordination, Drafting Aid, Schedules, and Audit. I haven't got to those folders yet, so I've left them there for now. However, I have completely set up all of our site plan, existing, our footings, ground floor, first floor, roof plan, etc. The same things for demolition, proposed, design, and proposed construction stages. And what I mean by setting them up, if we double click into our site plan existing, you'll see straight away we get our north point, we get our scale bar. You'll see our model view options also change. So I've set up my custom black and white Tomic pen set, which looks a little bit like this. Now, I do need to play with this pen set significantly. It is nowhere near close. In fact, I think it's actually completely wrong and I need to start from scratch on the pen set. So I wouldn't be paying too much attention to the pen set at all. But the construction overrides have been set up, the existing renovation statuses have been set up, and all of my defaults have been done as well. You'll see if I jump over to site plan demolition, down the bottom, it changes to demolition. Proposed, same thing, it changes to proposed construction. Now, as we move on to the proposed construction, you see I've started to add a few custom favorites as well. Now, these favorites I've positioned below the axis point of 000. However, I'm probably going to move them to a completely different screen. This Acrod Bay, for instance, took an extremely long time to perfect. As you'll see, the distance between the center line and the center line is 2450 perfectly, meaning that this Acrod Bay is to Australian standards, 2.4 meters line to line. And then the line itself is 100 millimeters. The thing that isn't perfect is, of course, the position of the Acrod symbol. There's bollards missing. There's a few elements that still aren't 100% perfect. So I will continue to work on them to make sure they're exactly the way they need to be to Australian standards, so that I can use them freely without having any hesitation or needing to update them and worry about them. If we also move on to our project notes, we'll see a very basic disclaimer. Disclaimer is literally just saying, I've created it, it's yours to use, but use it sporadically, understand what you're doing, and make sure that you consult all the right professionals. This template is just a starting point. It's a template, that's all it is. You got to make sure you still know what you're doing. Now, by default on this template, I have a series of construction wall types and composites available. All of these are the Australian defaults in the Australian template. I'm yet to update any of these, but I do need to go into a lot of detail to update these. There will be significantly more than what is shown here today. Now, if we come up to textures and surfaces as well, I've started to add a couple custom textures into this scenario. Not many, still lots to add to be able to do this some justice. However, we have a couple textures added already. The elevation markers and section markers on a proposed ground floor plan have also been adjusted to my preference, that being a very simple, clean, elegant marker. So as you can see with the section markers, we get to see the starting line and it is completely blacked out. With the elevation markers themselves, we don't have any lines. That hasn't been adjusted as yet. And personally, I don't like this setup. Instead, what I'd like to have is a marker on either end so we know where it stops and starts. And there we go. Now we have an aligned elevation system. If I'm being completely honest, and as I'm looking at this, I still don't love it. Hence why this template will always be evolving and changing. Instead, what I'd like to have is 2 elevation markers on the bottom left and 2 elevation markers on the bottom right. So if I ever need more, then I can continue around. And there we go. Now I have my 4 elevation markers, how I like them, as well as my 2 section markers. I endeavored to build this template without the need of any 4D libraries or CI tool coverings plugins. I generally do use them in everyday life. However, for everybody to be able to use this template, I will do my best to keep that out of the system as much as I can. Having said that, that is about as far as I've gotten with this template. A lot of very finicky little details, moving through it, adjusting, making sure they're perfect and making sure they're working before I'm moving on to the next element, which in this case will be refining the pen tools, making sure they're all correctly set up, and then starting to establish a series of standard objects, tools, lines, etc. Only then will I move on to things like the title blocks, the master layouts, and the presentation side of ArchiCAD. I will aim to get everything set up from a construction documentation point of view as best I can, or anything is put onto the layout pages. Like I mentioned at the start of this video, this ultimate ArchiCAD template is going to be completely driven by you guys. That means all of your comments on YouTube, all of your feedback on the Discord group in the link below, and all of your comments through Patreon will be taken into account and consideration. I'll make as many of them work as I physically and possibly can. slowly over time creating the best ArchiCAD template available out there. Now, to build this template, it's going to take time, it's going to take resources, and it's going to take you guys, of course. So down in the description right now, you'll find a Patreon link. If you don't know what Patreon is, it's a subscription platform. And I'm going to link this template as it stands today right now in Patreon. So anybody that signs up to the ArchiCAD template tier will be able to access a live version of this template. Whenever it gets updated, even ever so slightly, I will re-upload it to Patreon, send you guys a notification so you know exactly what's happened and what's changed. That means every time there's an update, you can go ahead and download the latest and greatest version and use it how you see fit. If you sign up today, you'll get this version, no questions asked. You can cancel immediately after that if you want. That's completely fine. The template's yours for whatever that tier costs. I'm going to try and make it as cost effective as physically possible. Obviously, if you cancel, you're not going to get the notifications, you're not going to get those updates. But as more and more updates come along, you're going to want to be subscribed to be able to get this template data. So be sure to take a look in the description down below, have a look at the Patreon, and grab your template today. Anyway, that is all from me, team. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. I'm so close to 100,000 subscribers, and it'd be incredible to get there in the next few months. So please hit that subscribe button, and like always, I'll see you next week.